Greetings to everyone. This is your host Ash Khan and you are watching Consumer Pakistan News Channel. In today's bulletin,
Number of COVID-19 cases drops drastically. According to data issued by National Command and Operations Center on Sunday, 1,329 cases and 38 deaths were reported in a single day. The data further showed that the number of active cases was 24,466 as of February 21st, and above 2,000 patients were admitted to the hospitals. The number of total active cases, which surpassed 50,000 mark in November last year, has dropped. This is the second time that the number of cases has been dropping. During the first wave of the pandemic, active cases surpassed the figure of 50,000 in June 2020, but later started decreasing and finally dropped to less than 6,000 in September last year. Then again the number of cases started increasing, and on October 27, 2020, the number of active patients reached 11,190 and on November 18th rose to 30,362, due to which the government officially announced the second wave of pandemic. Price trend of ghee and cooking oil is closely monitored by Ministry. Dr. Abdul Hafiz Sheikh, Federal Minister for Finance and Revenue, chaired the weekly meeting of the National Price Monitoring Committee held at the Finance Division. NPMC reviewed the price trend of essential commodities, especially wheat flour, sugar, vegetable ghee, chicken and eggs during the last week. Hamad Azhar, Minister for Industries and Production, updated the committee that the ministry is closely monitoring the current price trend of vegetable ghee and cooking oil and taking corrective measures to ensure a fair price for the consumers. The weekly SPI recorded a slight increase of 0.55%, whereas prices of 8 basic items registered a decline and 18 commodities remained stable during the week under review. The Secretary Ministry of Industries and Production briefed NPMC about the 11 most essential commodities being offered by the Utility Stores Corporation at subsidized prices across Pakistan. The USC has already arranged the import of 50,000 tons of sugar to ensure its availability at a discounted prices, he stated. The Finance Minister reiterated the firm commitment of the government to ensure the provision of essential commodities at affordable prices across the board. Forecast of low temperatures in Karachi. The Pakistan Meteorological Department has forecast that the temperature in the southern port city is expected to remain low due to the influence of a western disturbance in the northern parts of the country. The intensity of the heat during the day will be low and the maximum temperature may remain below 30 degrees Celsius. Light winds blowing from the northeast have kept the minimum temperature in the metropolis at 15.5 degrees Celsius, and the humidity recorded in the air is 34% today, according to a spokesperson for the PMD. The weather department also announced that visibility near Karachi airport is up to 4 km due to fog. Karachi to get its first technology park soon. It has been revealed that TPL Properties Limited is planning to establish a state-of-the-art technology park in Sindh. The park is aimed at boosting the IT sector through company's planned project to provide high-end technological facilities to local software houses and companies. It will be the first technology park in Sindh to be set up in the commercial hub of Karachi. According to the official notification to the PSX, the company has acquired 10,002 square yards of land at its wholly owned subsidiary at G18 in the Korangi industrial area. The IT park is likely to be completed within 2 years, which is inclusive of the planning and designing places. The company's management aims to provide a high-tech platform and infrastructure to IT companies and software houses to boost their productivity via a conducive environment and available facilities. SAPM on Health registered for vaccination of COVID-19. On Saturday, Dr. Faisal Sultan, Special Assistant to Prime Minister on Health, said he has already registered for COVID-19 vaccination and requested others above the age of 60 to do the same. Happily, I just registered, the SAPM, who himself is in the age group, said in a tweet. He urged others to do the same as he shared further instructions for those willing to register. Now that we have expected the arrival of Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine in early March, all those 60 years of age and older are now requested to begin registration, Sultan said in a tweet. According to the NCOC, the cases and mortality rate in the second wave of COVID-19 had started to decline in the country.
Thank you for watching Consumer Pakistan News Channel. This is I, Ash Khan. See you in the next bulletin. Until then, take care and goodbye.